Don't touch mine.
My Husqvarna HF3Ss have them on the Green Touch small trimmer rack. These things rock. My favorite set of shears, man. What I really like about these is it has like a bump guard right here for the blade, so if it hits the ground or hits a house, the blades themselves aren't engaging or touching or grabbing anything. That's how I used to break all my old hedge trimmers, by accident, or my guys would, going up against something, hitting the concrete, and it would just hit the blade, you know, that's forcing its way into the concrete or up against something. So I love this little hammerhead, I call it up here. I love that thing. All right, so what we'll do now is blow all this out in the grass and we'll just mulch it up as we mow. Well, I just noticed something that I'm not really happy about. Starting to get a little agitated about some things on this.
It is leaking oil. I'm not happy about that. As you can see it leaking right in there. Wow.
Well, I'm gonna have to call this out and say at 500 hours, this is the first mower I've ever seen had an oil leak before, ever. So it's pretty disappointing, but I don't want to speak too prematurely. I don't know why or what happened. I thought it was weird when the guy said, hey, the mower's running low on oil. What oil do we put in it? I said, I just changed it, 2050. And it is just like dripping. It is leaking oil really bad for some reason. All we've done is change the oil. It's only got 500 hours on it. At 500 hours, I have never ever in 13 years seen an oil leak on a mower already in 500 hours. So I'm gonna have to look at this real quick before I even mow. Yeah, man, so, you know, I'm not gonna rag the mower or anything, but it is leaking oil already, but I did have it taken in to have a brand new exhaust put on it because the exhaust broke somehow, and SCAG was awesome. They warranted it and everything, but we had just got the mower back about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and we've been noticing a stink and a smell and haven't really seen anything until today. So I don't know if it's from them replacing the exhaust and then, you know, something left loose. I don't really know the mechanics. You know, I'm not a mower mechanic, car mechanic, but it doesn't seem the exhaust manifold would have anything to do with that unless you have to take, you know, something off, you know, having to do with like the head or the block or something. So I'm not sure, man, but it is leaking, and it is leaking good. It is leaking everywhere. It is soaked right there. It is soaked down there. The bottom of this whole thing is just soaked everywhere. It's just really soaked, man. Soaked. Look at all this wet oil right here. Hold on, look at that. Look at that wet oil. Wet. Look how wet that is. All right, so I got to get this mowed. I checked the oil. It was, you know, barely low. I topped it off. I'm gonna go ahead and mow this yard out. This is my yard. It hasn't been mowed in like 5 weeks. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and mow this out, and then first thing we have to do in the morning tomorrow, unfortunately, is take this mower and have them look at it, which sucks because the Hustler is just not fast enough to mow these, you know, these two particular really big properties that we do tomorrow and Tuesday. So this is really gonna suck if this SCAG goes down again. So, oh, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Personally, I think it was something maybe one of the techs accidentally did. Because like I said, have you guys ever seen oil leak 500 hours on a mower before? I never have, ever. So, and it never has, and then all of a sudden the exhaust gets replaced and now it's leaking. So, you know, common denominator must be that, you know. They're good guys over there, Ag Pro, I love them. So obviously this was something that must have just been accidental, unless there's a seal that's bad or something and it's leaking. Hopefully not, only 500 hours. Anyway, Let's go mow. All right, guys, as you can see, this grass is really tall. It is probably kicking about, I don't know, what is this, 4/8? It's probably almost to probably 10 inches. I haven't mowed this in, I don't know, about 5 weeks. The guys get, you know, we get done late and we just skip my yard. But it's probably gonna take two cuts. I'm gonna say it's gonna take 2 cuts. St. Augustine grass is very dense, man. It's extremely dense, and it's just not easy to mow through at one time, especially having a mulch kit. But I like the mulch kits, but this is definitely gonna have to be mowed twice.
Yeah, y'all know I love me some green touch. So this is the 4-position rack. We those racks are actually for the Husqvarnas, but the steel's sitting there. The Husqvarnas are sitting on the ground because we usually kind of grab those first. So they're sitting there over the ground. I need to get some more racks in here. But we keep this pole saw hung up on the wall with these little hooks, and this is where the Strom sprayer goes, and this is where the Surecan usually goes. But we have this off right now, and that's a small set of hedge trimmers. You know, that's a small hedge trimmer rack. It also comes in green. And then that's the chainsaw rack over there. And so yeah, here we go. Bam! All right, guys, so I just dropped off the truck and trailer back at the shop. All right, guys, so I just dropped the truck and trailer back off at the shop. And I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not aggravated. I'm pretty aggravated. I really need that SCAG tomorrow. I can't use the Hustler on these 2 particular properties. I mean, I can. It just takes forever, man, to get them mowed with the Hustler because it's just so slow, man. It's just so slow. Hold on, let me put in the secret code. Had to put my glasses on, it's bright. So anyways, I just, I don't know. You know how it is. We all go through it. It sucks. But I mean, it's only 500 hours. And, you know, I don't know how that exhaust broke. All I know is that SCAG was awesome and that they warrantied it out. And I thought that was great. But obviously, there must have been something going on whenever it was, you know, put back on. And it's leaking, and it's leaking pretty good, man, and that just really sucks. But I mean, as a, you know, former mechanic, I have put things together and stuff has gotten pinched and leaked and stuff can happen, and it's forgivable and it's all fine. You know, I already emailed my you know, it's awesome. I emailed my boy Aaron. I mean, not emailed, I texted my boy Aaron on game day Sunday. And instead of him telling me to off and to like leave him alone because it's a Sunday, he's like really concerned. He's like, dude, we'll get it fixed up tomorrow and we'll take care of it. So that's just awesome. But the only problem is I can't leave the mower there, man. I'm gonna have to take oil with me and mow the lawn. Now it's not pouring out, you know, it's just dripping out. So I checked it and it didn't look, on the dipstick, it didn't lose enough to register that it went low for mowing my yard. But the property tomorrow is 5 hours of straight mowing. So I don't want to mow. I really just don't want to mow and then progress the leak. You know what I mean? Make the leak worse by mowing for a long period of time, which can happen depending on why it's leaking and where it's coming from. So what does that mean? I'm not going to have a choice. I'm going to have to take it. I'm going to have to take it to them in the morning, and I'm gonna have to take the Hustler, and it's just gonna suck. I'm just gonna have to, you know, I'm not crapping the Hustler, but man, it's just, okay, so I've been asked, and I'm just gonna tell you, the Hustler at this, it's got 1,200 hours, that's a lot of hours, but I don't think it's so many hours that your mower should feel like it's kind of, you know, junky. And the Hustler just feels very junky. The hydros are sloppy as hell. It's just, the speed has just reduced by probably 3-4 miles an hour, and it's been taken care of, man. Oil's changed, you know, hydros changed, filters changed, everything. It's kept inside an enclosed trailer in a shop, you know what I mean? It's taken care of as good as we can take care of. You guys have seen me wash them and all of that stuff. So it's just, I don't know, you live and you learn. Like I said, and I've said it a couple times, I'm trying to dog you guys Hustler, but I will never buy a Hustler again, ever. So so far I'm happy with the SCAG. I really want to try out the 460, the Gravely 460, because that thing was just ridiculous at the summit we were at, and I really got a chance this time to mess with it. So I really want to, you know, demo one of those and consider maybe getting rid of the Hustler and getting that. Because we need the 2 big mowers. We're honestly about to need 3 big mowers. So we picked up a couple new properties. Woohoo! And it looks like we're going to be picking up probably a couple more. Blessed, man. That's just awesome. That's awesome. So I don't know, I'll update you guys. I'll let you know what happens, and I'm gonna take it to Ag Pro in the morning, my boys, my homies, and see if they can see what they can do. Maybe they'll give me a loaner. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's not anything they're gonna fix. Whoa, that was me looking away as I was turning around a corner. At least I was looking at traffic and I'm not staring at the camera. So anyway, I'm gonna take it to Ag Pro in the morning and then see what they're gonna do. All right, guys, peace out. Bye.